Hello, everyone. This is the ghost of your mother, Grover Cleveland here, saying, "Eat your bloody vegetables." You're watching Ink the Book Show, the art show that explodes on impact. Quiet down now. Look, you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter. And if you like his work on Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you. Ah.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book. Ink the Book Show, I've heard of that. Welcome back, everyone. Or welcome to begin with. This is the show where I ink my first graphic novel, Bonehead, but I'm out of pages to ink, and I have a few pages left to do, so I'm working on redoing the last few pages so I can ink them on the show. In the meantime, we're doing Ink the Book Show sans book, which just ends up looking like me doing sketchbook doodles and inking and coloring those instead, for lack of pages. I've been working on the side lately also on this art book I started a long time ago, where I'm scanning in a bunch of pages from my sketchbooks, and I'm scanning in art cards, and I'm scanning other pieces of art that I've made, and trying to compile them into this document because I want to make an art book eventually too. Hey, Crimson's in the chat. She says, hey. And I think today, instead of using my Prismacolor markers, I think I'm going to ink it with a brush, which I usually don't do in my sketchbook. And I think I'm also going to watercolor it just to change it up. Let's give it a whirl. So every once in a while I do these it's kind of like a recurring thing I do. It's like kids with things for a head. So every once in a while I just draw some object and make it the head of a headless child. Here we've got a beer bottle. Okay. So I haven't used my brush in a while because I haven't been working on my book. And it's been a while since I used a brush on, or used the ink and brush on anything other than my book. What else is going on? Oh, today I also spent a big chunk of today recording a demo for a little song that I wrote when I was a teenager. I used to write a bunch of songs kind of inspired by They Might Be Giants. I was a big, I still am a big They Might Be Giants fan. And I used to write songs all the time in my free time when I was a kid. And it's always been like a goal of mine to make an album out of a bunch of those songs. And I'm no musician, by the way. So the demo I recorded, it's all my vocals. Like I just recorded myself like humming or like or like doing stuff like that. Let's see, Crimson saying might disappear soon because you got a delivery on the way. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for popping in. Either way. Ooh, demo. And then so it's like me drumming on this desk and just kind of beatboxing the music or scatting the music or whatever. And then I put a bunch of radio sound effects underneath it because it's called what is it called? It's called Incoming Transmission from Ohio. And it was this idea I had when I was a kid that like when they colonize the moon, like there'll be all these people that leave and then a bunch of people that get left behind. And so it's like about somebody standing on a farm looking up at the moon and just kind of feeling lost, left behind and forgotten. I've been wanting to record something lately. So I've been itching to do that. So I was looking through a bunch of old song titles and song lyrics from my high school days, and of tracks that never got made. And I put together that. I could play it. Why didn't I do that? It might be a little hard to make out the vocals because like I say, I'm no musician. I'm barely able to walk and talk at the same time. Let me see. Okay, here it is. Incoming transmission from Ohio. Ooh, sneak peek. Tell me if it's unlistenable. Um, yeah, I'm playing it off my phone. Um, and like I say, the lyrics might not be all that easy to make out over this broadcast. Maybe not even over the recording in general, but it's good enough for a jumping off point if I try to get it properly made. Let's see. Uh, I can hear bits, but not enough to know what you're saying. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that as I was playing it. It probably won't come through very well. Shall wait till you upload it to YouTube or something. I could do that. I could do that. You'll be like, but I still can't make out the words. Rip off. Thank you. I don't know if anything more of that will ever come because I'm just a casual hobbyist. Uh, I just do it for fun, and then we'll see. The static and stuff that I put underneath the track um, probably doesn't help the vocals, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. He said, but it's something you've uh, wanted to do, and you're doing it, and that's a good thing. Exactly. Yeah, I'm all about that. It's better to try than not bother at all, whether things fail or succeed. Yeah, and I've been making like little music, like whittling little music tracks out of plywood and fiberglass for how old am I? Like almost 20 years here and there. Um, so it's all like barely music and it's just play pretend, but it's like I like to try and make things that I like my own versions of things that I like. My mission statement is now I want to do it. What a souse. This kid's 3 sheets to the wind. Okay, so that's the ink. I can't see with my shadow in the way. Okay, I was trying to sharpen it up. Okay, so I've got this little bottle of water for the brush to clean this brush off a little in the meantime. Get the ink out of there. And I was thinking I was going to use the same brush for the watercolors, but I do have a different one for the watercolors that came with my watercolor set. So also I'm going to pour the remaining ink out of this little beer bottle cap that I poured. Like usually when I pour that much, it's enough for a whole comic page. And I was just doing this one tiny little drawing. And even when I do the comic pages, I end up pouring a lot back sometimes. So it's like they say, a little dab will do you. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside and get my watercolor set up here. Oh. And first things first, we want to erase our pencils. Most of it should be dry enough to erase over. Sometimes I'm a little too impatient. Oh, I can bring this in too. Also, I try to be careful erasing on this particular sketchbook because the paper's a little fragile. It's not my favorite sketchbook. So sometimes the when you're erasing, the paper kind of like rubs off with it and it takes up your ink. Okay, so I got my little watercolor brush. Let's see. I was looking at a Stella Artois bottle for this beer, so I think I'm gonna make it a green bottle with a white label, maybe like a red field here for the like the name of the thing. So I got this dark green. Scratching holes in my desk because I'm a Neanderthal. So I'm going to dip this into the water I have over here. I have a little glass of water as well for the watercolors. I'm just trying to like soak this up. I'm just trying to absorb water into the brush and dump it into the color. And that might not be dark enough. Well, let's see. It's a good highlight for this green. So we can lay that down as our base. It's a little too like grass green for a beer bottle, but because it's glass, we'll get a few different colors in there, I think. Okay, let me see. What else am I going to add? There's this kind of other, like bluer green. Scratch. I don't want to put that much in. Okay, whatever. And I might do a little bit of maybe I'll do a teensy bit of black. Is this even black? This is white. This is black. Something's funny. Okay. Maybe not black enough. Adding water. We'll do a bit of this on there. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna get this dirty. Because I think we want some dark. I barely know what I'm doing with watercolors for sure. I've only kind of really leaned into it very little bit, maybe the past 3 or 4 years. I just do it here and there. Maybe I'll just get like some spots of it. So I'm looking at a green bottle right now, and it's not as dark as I was picturing. So we'll just kind of drop some dark in there. Okay, sure. So you said, so Crimson's out. Shopping's about to arrive. All right, take care, Crimson. Thanks for popping in. Going back to bed once you put it all away. Okay. Sleep tight. Catch you next time. Oh, so did I say why I wasn't on the past couple days? I was not on for a reason, which was my schedule got flipped at the last second for my day job. Ooh, I don't want that. Doing the wrong shading on the wrong end because I'm, an amateur. Amateurs make the best artists. I don't know if that's true, but it's a nice thought. And then I do have some colors that are like laying down in here already. I just got to wake them up with some water. I think that will be red enough for my liking, even though it's kind of like an Adobe color. Can you say Adobe? Adobe. We'll make like a little bit of gold, kind of like Stella Artois. Has, I think. I don't know. I think it's gold and red on the label. Oh, you know what? And it's got like white writing, which I can do with this. Should I make it say Stella? Or should I make it say... I don't know. I guess it's probably still wet. See, there's that impatience of mine. There we go. And then what does it have? Like a white cap, I think, right? Maybe yeah, sure. I'll do... Get some shadow on them. Just kind of block it in here. If for no other reason, just so I'm mindful of where it ought to be. And then okay. Now shirt, shirt, shirt. Gotta make him wear a shirt, eh? Let's see. Actually, now I'm thinking about his pants. Because I think I would make his pants that color. I could make him wearing khakis. Why don't I do that? I'll change this goldish color to a bit more of a khaki. And then what else is it that I might need? Get a little bit of this brown in there. Water. And I always feel like I probably use way too much paint for these little tiny drawings, but like you can always revive it back from the dead though in these little trays just by adding water. So, if you don't use it, you're not necessarily wasting it. Okay, let's give that a whirl. There's that. I kind of dab some of this up. So I'm drying my brush a little bit and trying to soak some of it back up. But I think that's good. Okay, and then so his shoes, his Converse here. I usually do like an off-white. Okay, I'm not going to mess with that. I'm starting to move colors around. I usually do like an off-white, so I'm going to put some white into that khaki color I made to make it a bit lighter. I think I'm going to try and go real watery on it to put it on thin. Where did my brush go? There it is. Oh, almost dropped my brush onto my art. Ooh, this might not be. Well, what I could do. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it on like that. So it kind of it is a different color from the pants, but it's a lot darker than I want those shoes. So I'm going to dab it up, and that gives me my like off-white. So it's there, but it's a lot fainter than it was. And then I think I'm going to make his skin color now too, using that same area. I think I'm just going to scoop some of this color into this color. So this little Adobe. Maybe I'll make some other color in there. I'm just looking for what I have on hand already, trying to make it, put it to use. That's from P's Big Adventure that I think I'm quoting. Adobe. He goes to the famous place, the Alamo. All I could think of was the other A word, Adobe. Okay. Oh, wait, I grabbed another brush, my bad. So I'm mixing this brown into it. What was I doing? Oh yeah, skin. It's a little more orangey than I was expecting it to be. It's not doing what I want it to do. Look at that, it's bleeding them together. Okay. No, that's a good color. I like that. It's bright. Okay. And then he's wearing some kind of shirt. And you know what? This pink that I already have in here reminds me of something my brother Liam would wear. So this will be my tribute to Liam. I'll make him wearing a hot pink shirt. Like I say, a lot of my color decisions when I'm doing watercolors are based on what I already have in the palettes. So I can do, maybe I'll just like lay down wet water. I'll do like a wet on wet technique. So where you like kind of get all the area wet first, and then you drop your color in. Okay. It's getting a little unwieldy for me. Let's see. All the shaded part of the shirt is kind of on the lighter side for me. So maybe I'll, you know what? Again, I'm going to drag some of this color into the hot pink color. I think that'll do me. I think. It's making it a little yellower. But let's see. I'm losing the blue for the shadow with this color. Might just add some more. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. If your watercolor's wrong, you must whip it. Sing a song. Do a dance. Kiss your mom. Not like that. I don't know how the song goes. Not like that. Okay. That's gonna be that guy. Here, I'm gonna get inside the sleeves a little. Okay. And then we've got one more thing to do, these little bubbles. So I'm going to take this green, get it real soaking wet, and I'm just going to kind of do a, remember where the highlight is, Ryan. You dag blasted ding dong. Okay. So then I'm going to So here's our little Stella Artois boy, I guess. Oh, here, why don't I do him the courtesy of giving him weight and presence by giving him the shadow? That'd be thoughtful of me. Now the light is coming from here, so this shadow's gonna tilt this way. Okay. That's the show, folks. I'm calling it there. This will be on Twitter and Instagram later. I also always post this stuff to the Discord. If you care to find me at any of those places, the link is in the description. I try to do this show every day when I can. As close to every day as possible, as much as I can muster. So I should be back at some point tomorrow. I don't even know what time I'll be available tomorrow, so that's the way it goes. Sorry. The best I can do is try to be as consistently doing it as every day as possible, because I never know when I'm going to be free to come on. But anyway, this has been Ink the Book Show, sans book, but I am working on new pages, the last few pages to ink for Ink the Book Show. Then I'll probably start coloring my comic or something. We'll see what's next after I finish those pages. Anyway, this has been Ink the Book Show. Click some links, click some other videos. I'm doing them all the time. And I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch, I'm on social media. There you go. Don't do what I do. Do your own drawing. That's my advice. Woo, ugly. Goodbye, everybody.